All right, yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
I'm not.
Right, yeah. So yeah, as I was explaining while we were doing character creation, you've all come to Waterdeep for some reason or another, or maybe you actually started here. You've got connections mainly in the Field Ward area, which I'll change the map actually. One sec. So yeah, that's the old map of Waterdeep again.
Okay. So we're all poor.
So the Field Ward is kind of the newest area of Waterdeep. It's the shittiest and poorest area. It's just kind of sprung up outside the main gates.
It's a shanty town.
So, for instance, for Hathor, perhaps his connection to the Field Ward is literally just the first place that he came across while he was getting his carriage here.
Yeah, and it was fucking disgusting.
But yeah, you should. Yeah, it's not the kind of place for Hathor. Or perhaps you've come to Waterdeep, so you don't necessarily have to, but perhaps you've come here because you've heard rumours that the previous Open Lord of Waterdeep has hidden 500,000 dragons somewhere, so 500,000 gold coins.
Oh, so not actually 500,000 dragons.
Yeah, that would be, yeah.
500,000 dragons.
I bet you can't remember me.
As local earthquakes are getting louder.
Eltham heard he heard that rumour, and that's why he came. He wanted a dragon, and he thought they were cheap.
Yeah, just opens one cupboard thinking he's going to get some mugs or something, just loads of dragons that pour in it. Like, oh, bloody hell.
I'm here
Not
to learn
born
about
dragons.
I'm here to learn about magic so I can save my career.
Yeah, the person who hid them was called Daggalt Neverember, and he was what's called an Open Lord of Waterdeep. So,
Where can I find out about this information as I'm stumbling into town? Probably with having no knowledge of Waterdeep.
You may not actually know too much about Waterdeep.
No,
you may just know it's basically the capital city to go to.
Yeah, I've just come for work. I'm just trying to see if there's anything good going.
But these are the kind of rumours that are kind of very they're talked about a lot really by all the kind of down and out saying how they're gonna find this horde. There's loads of, to be honest, there's so many rumours going around that there's almost no chance of you separating out the nonsense from the real stuff.
Yeah.
There's people who claim they've already found it going around, all sorts of stuff.
Why do you still live in the Field Ward then?
Yeah.
I just like the ambiance.
Yeah. It's a home away from home, really. Couldn't really bothered leaving. I always like that when people film the lottery, they only say, "What would you do?" and people go, "Oh, I wouldn't change anything really." It's like, fuck off. Of course you would.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I'd get a swimming pool straight off the bat, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it depends on. Start thinking about kind of how long your character might have lived here, etc. But perhaps you've kind of been lodging down a week or two in the kind of poorer area.
You said before I was in North Ward because I'm rich.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So you literally bumped into the Field Ward as the kind of first place you came across.
Yeah.
And then you've got a kind of slightly nicer lodgings.
I get the feeling I've been there for like a day or two at this point because I've been I've been trying to find out if there's any sustenance to the whole these rumours that I've been hearing.
Yeah,
because they've kind of piqued my interest, I guess. So
and all throughout the city, really. So not even there's kind of no separation between the.
I think that's what's taken my curiosity. The fact that it's kind of everywhere, not just kind of the down and out places. So
yeah. And also, kind of all over, you've all kind of seen kind of gang fights and stuff, and kind of streets where you'll walk down it and there'll be a pack of people there, and then you look over the other side and there's a pack of people kind of squaring off at each other. And you've all heard that this is two groups. One's called the Centaur, and all that you know really about them is that they're mercenaries, and then the other one is Xanathar.
It's both beginning with Z.
I'll put it in chat actually.
Would I have possibly heard anything about the Centaur as mercenaries, or is it just is it another Waterdeep thing that I wouldn't have heard of?
No, you may actually have heard about.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Because even though I'm kind of a lone wolf, I get the feeling I might know bits and pieces about groups here and there.
Is this gang violence in the city as a whole, or is it just in the field ward?
It's all over, really. So obviously in the kind of shady areas, there's a bit more of it, and it's a bit more violent. It's a bit more lethal. But you have seen
it's more back alleyway
stuff going around everywhere. Yeah, there's more kind of open bloody fights in the poorer areas.
Right. Well, I elect to stay well away from that and start highbrow conversations with people of influence and wealth.
Thralthrak has just been drinking in the field ward for several weeks to a month. He's not really sure. He's growled at some gang members in passing, but nothing bad has happened yet.
I've been freelance postmanning about the town. Basically,
so you're all fairly new to Waterdeep, are you?
Yeah.
As characters.
Yep.
Yeah. I thought some people were already staying there. Do we even know what Kathy's character is at this point? I don't think I know anything about
it. Not yet, actually.
We're just going to find her in a box somewhere.
Does anyone, I'll say other than Mike, want to give me a history check? Because Mike, I don't think you'd have.
Want to give you a what check?
History check.
Okay.
I know jack shit.
History.
I'm just a wanderer.
13. 13 should be enough for all checks. Most checks.
Thralthrak doesn't really care. He's kind of depressed and drunk and not paying attention.
So, Dave, you know that Waterdeep is a city.
Well done, Dave.
I've got a map. I know where places are. That's all I know.
Hang on. Does it have a cathedral?
Do.
That's what marks a city.
That's actually not true. But...
What do you think of
John? Hathor knows that Xanathar, the leader of the Xanathar Guild, is not a human. And you've heard that he's some sort of monster.
What's the kind of mix?
Some kind of monster.
Out of all the gang violence we've seen, is it kind of been a mix of races? Is it a predominant race, or?
No, it is quite a mix because
Okay.
Nazis are from all over.
Yeah, all right. There's no one predominant then. So, okay.
We don't need to get into a racial segregation.
This is D&D. If we're not having sex with someone, we're racist.
What have you got against centaurs, John? Nothing. I just don't want to have sex with them. You fucking racist.
Fucking racist. Why would a gnome not want to have sex with a horse person?
Dick's the same size as me.
Oh yeah, that was what I was going to tell you as well. Yeah, Daggle Never Ember.
Have sex with each other.
Daggle Never
So
Ember.
he's the guy who hid all the money, the dragons. Yeah, he was an open lord of Waterdeep. So Waterdeep is the kind of place where you have what's called the secret lords. There are rulers of it, but basically nobody knows who they are.
Is it something our characters know, or is it something that you're telling us as players?
It's something I'm telling you all as players, yeah. But
Okay, yeah. All right.
I'd say again, Mike. I'd say as you're a complete newcomer, you wouldn't really know too much about this. But,
There's no town mayor type.
Everyone else kind of may well know about it because it is the capital. But yeah, there's kind of secret mayors. Some of them might kind of more specialise in the kind of trading aspect of it. Some might specialise more in a kind of military and security aspect. But basically, the thing that kind of separates Daggal out is that he was an open lord, so he kind of openly declared that he was a ruler. And to do something like that is very, very strange, because obviously it sets you up for a lot of assassination attempts, etc. You've got to be very confident in your own kind of power network to declare yourself an open lord, or mad.
You have, and assassinations are no joke.
Yeah.
There's no coming back from that once you're dead.
So Daggle is a very famous person in the city.
I'm typing this down. What's his name? Daggle. D-A-G-G-L.
Daggelt. I'll put that in chat as well. Actually.
Daggelt.
Is it something that I would have heard about whilst I've been mulling around? Because obviously I would have no idea to have even asked for that.
Yes, you may have asked something like, "Oh, who's the mayor here?" and people would have laughed at you.
Yeah.
Because it's such kind of out of town a thing to ask. Yeah, and they'd have told you about the open lord. Sorry about the hidden lord.
Yeah, the idea of it. Okay.
But Dave just asked where are the mares at.
Right, that is a scurrilous rumour, and I will have none of that talk, please.
Did you say the Zentarim are the mercenaries, or the Xanthar?
The Zentarim are the mercenaries, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Xanathar Guild is more the kind of like homegrown Waterdeepian one.
So they're like, are they gangbangers basically, or are they an actual organised militia?
The Zentarim are kind of an organised
Yeah, they're a militia
mercenary faction.
The Xanthar, though.
Xanathar Guild are more kind of like a criminal network.
Gangbangers, then, that's fine.
Yeah.
Doing drive-by horse stabbings.
Yeah, so Xanathar has an absolute ton of schemes that he's kind of going at all times.
Okay. Well, I don't know that not you and Led. I don't really care that much. I don't have anything to post to them yet.
Well, I do.
Yeah, a letterbox is a letterbox to you.
Basically. Any hole's a goal when you're a postman.
Right, I'm going to walk up the high road, the big road down middle, and how many people is knocking around?
Do you all see, if you kind of scroll down on the map, so you might want to zoom out a bit, and then scroll down until you go past the field ward, past the north ward, you'll see the market,
Yeah.
Yep.
past the castle ward,
Yep.
and then you get to the trades ward, and just next to it you should see the yawning pool.
Next to where it says Trades Ward.
Yeah,
Hang on.
In fact, where is it?
it's a black, there's a little black marker and it says the yawning portal.
The yawning portal.
Yep.
That's
I
the
can't see
pub.
it. Where are we looking?
I'm in the trades ward, yeah.
Ah,
Do
there.
you see that ping?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Oh, yeah.
I don't see it saying anything though.
I don't see it saying anything.
Yeah, I
Oh.
can't see it.
That's strange.
I can see Cook Street, Soldier Street.
Oh right,
Constable
so
Lane.
you may not be able to see the actual. It's see my ping though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right there. Is the yawning portal. So
Right, okay.
again, the yawning portal is a very famous pub in Waterdeep, if not the most famous. Primarily because it's got a very kind of strange attraction to it. So if you imagine it kind of like in the Good Beer Guide or something, all the other ones have got like Crash, does pub food, etc. But the yawning
Giant portal in the middle of 4.
yeah, literally. So the yawning portal just has a portal to the Underdark in the middle of it.
Real wood and timber beams, genuine log fire, portal to the netherworld.
5 stars on favourite maps.
And it's the kind of place where in any other town, kind of having something like this in, not even in the town, under armed guard, just having it in a pub would be absolutely insane.
Okay.
But Waterdeep attracts kind of so many adventurers that this generally isn't seen as a problem.
All right. So how many people are on the high street then? Is it a well populated high street?
Oh yeah, I mean it's the capital, so there are people kind of bustling through at all points. It's actually quite hard to get a kind of cart down there at some points. You've got to shout people out of the way.
Oh, well, the chauffeur's still at home.
Yeah.
So you're just like walking. It's going to take you hours because you're so small. I insist on trotting past him in a very
Actually,
jaunty pace.
with the size of your cart, perhaps it isn't.
Too bad.
Perhaps it isn't the kind of large size of it. It's more kind of people even noticing it.
Well, yeah, it's basically pony-led pumpkin. So right, I want to find someone who looks down on their luck and is crying over a hole in a bucket or something stupid like that.
Oh, there's tons of those around. Yeah.
Well,
Who are you looking for? Kind of drunks or?
someone's down on their luck but doesn't look evil.
Yeah, so you see kind of the odd, well, more than the odd. You see a lot of kind of tramps. So you see a dwarven tramp who's there. You can tell he's an alcoholic, but he seems the kind of man. He seems like he might have had a kind of proud past or something.
Right,
He's got a lot of kind of battle scars on.
He seems like the right kind of guy. Right, what has he got that's broken and needs fixing? Like, has he got like?
So you go up to him and ask.
Yeah. Right, well, hopefully he'll have some kind of obvious key to him.
There's a hole in his bucket.
Yeah, so he's got,
It's a hot bucket.
he's got just one shoe. He does have the other shoe next to him, but it's the sole has just fallen off.
It's
Well,
unfunctioning.
Good sir, I see you are struggling. You are hard on your times. But there is a shoe next to you with a soul not attached, is there not? Watch as I magically attach the soul to the shoe. And I will magically attach the soul to the shoe because I can do that.
He goes, oh, thank you very much. I don't suppose you got any coin on you as well?
No, unfortunately no coin. That's actually the reason I'm talking to you. I was wondering what higher society you might be able to introduce me to.
Our society? Give us 10 gold and I'll introduce you to me connections.
Well, I'll tell you what, once I've earned that 10 gold from those higher connections, then I'll come back and give you 20.
Oh,
So you roll insight.
Insight. I've only got one of insight. But I can
dear.
get a good roll. Natural 20!
Wow!
John's stealing all the good rolls already.
Yeah,
You've not even made up yet.
you've seen your fair share of charlatans in your time, and you get that this guy is one. Not out of any kind of malice, just sheer desperation.
Alright, well, sir, what I'm really trying to talk to you about is the governance of the city. I would very much like to know who it is that I talk to. You don't have to say names, just sort of point in the right direction and I'll take care of the rest.
And he kind of goes shh, and kind of ushers you in closer.
Mm.
Well, you've heard of the Lords of Waterdeep, don't you?
Yep, absolutely.
I am one.
You are a Lord of Waterdeep.
I am.
Right. I'm going to do a magic trick, and I'm going to give him 10 gold pieces. And
Awesome.
then I'm going to walk away. They're not 10 real gold pieces. They
Walk away slowly.
they are in fact a prestidigitation.
You see his kind of eyes just glow with just absolute joy and awe. So much so that he kind of loses the ability to even talk. He's like,
Oh, yeah.
Right. Well, could you introduce me to your compadres?
Oh, we'll do. So, what's your name?
My name is Jimmy.
I'll make you a mayor of this place.
That sounds very good. Shall we go now?
I'll just be going to you stay here. I'll go and sort everything out.
Very
How
well,
long-
child.
How long does prestidigitation last for?
1 hour.
it's not long, I don't think. Yeah.
I'm just going to let him walk
I mean,
off and
To be honest with
continue
you, he
walking down
might
the street.
even just think he's lost them. He's so pissed.
Well, yeah, he's definitely going to have lost them. So I'm just going to let him wander off, and I'm going to carry on wandering down the street in the direction of the pub.
Oh yeah, someone's written the yawning portal on. Good. Right,
Yeah,
so
mate.
You need to close down your audio on Roll20.
Who needs
There we
to
go.
close down the
There
wall?
we go.
terrible echo. Yeah,
Audio, yeah, echo.
yeah. I always forget that one. I accidentally closed the page. Yeah. So you've all arrived at the yawning portal for some reason or another. So, John, perhaps your character was just kind of travelling down the road, the main road. Is it on the way?
Well, I'm basically wandering around. I'm trying to check out good venues so I can set up my musician's career again.
And it is on the way. If you've come in the kind of northward side, it's on your way towards the castle. So you kind of stop
Okay.
by this famous pub.
I've already put where I live, by the way. It's right next to Northward.
Dave, what do you reckon? Why might you be arriving at this pub?
I'm on a delivery. I've been posting around the place. I came into the city a week or so ago to do a single delivery, and now I'm just making a little more money while I'm here. And I'm looking for a guy. I've been sent with just a normal little envelope. No idea what's in it because I'm a postman and I'm honest. And I don't look at the envelope. It's not what I do. I've been told to deliver a letter to somebody called Seymour Dix. And I was sent to the yawning portal.
He's a famous chap. Is
Yeah.
Seymour.
I
You're
see.
saying the yawning portal should see more dicks.
Yes. but I'm not the smartest of horses, you see, or horsemen, and I don't really hang around humans or people that much. I'm more.
What's your character's intelligence?
Not hugely. What am I? I'm a 10.
10.
You know,
Yes, a 10 is average intelligence.
yeah.
Right.
There's all sorts of names out there.
So I see.
Seymour Dix is not that unusual to me.
I see Dave in his state of confusion, looking for Seymour Dix and people laughing at him, and I'm gonna kindly inform him that unfortunately Seymour Dix is actually out fishing at the moment. But if he leaves it with me, then I can make sure he gets it.
Okay. Well, if you, I have been told to deliver this directly to Seymour Dix. I will leave it with you if you can give me a signed receipt. If you just
Not very persuasive there.
No, unfortunately, I actually don't have my quill with me. Do you have one?
I don't have a quill, unfortunately. I have a map-making tool. I have a compass with a pencil on it, if you like. But I will need your name, address, and your other further contact details.
Well, I'll take that pencil that's on the compass. That would be kind of cool. Yes. Do you have any paper?
Well, I've got at the back of my own map. You need to supply your own receipt, or I can't give you Seymour Dix's letter.
Difficulty. Well, you're going to have to therefore just stand by the docks, waiting for Seymour Dix to come back.
I need to see Seymour Dix at the dock. Well, that's fine. Who are you anyway?
My name is Gerald.
Gerald. Nice to meet you, Gerald.
Nice to meet you too.
Oh, actually, what do I have? I have I don't know, do I have paper in my cartographer's tool? I'm sure I do.
You must have.
Mr. DM, are you there?
Yeah, you will do.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just tear off a scrap of paper and give it to Gerald, and say, "Here, actually, if you wouldn't mind filling this in anyway."
I'm going to scribble a signature that very clearly starts with a B, but looks like it actually could be Gerald. And
Gerald.
Yep.
Gerald.
Can I roll to see if I see through this obvious charade?
Yeah, sure. Do insight.
I think I
you
see
definitely
through
see
that.
through the charade.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for this, Berold, but I think you're full of shit now. Tell me what you actually know about Seymour Dix. Show me more Seymour Dix.
You see, clapping eyes on Seymour Dix, you really have to open your eyes, look deep inside yourself. There might be a dick there somewhere.
As you both talking kind of more heatedly about seeing more dicks, everyone's kind of looking at you a little bit oddly.
I pull myself up, intimidating from the giant horseman to the gnome.
Is this the point where I can walk through the door? Like, no idea what's.
Yeah, so you. Where do you want to be? So you're kind of like just.
Well, for me, it's a case of I feel like I've kind of spent a few days in Waterdeep. I've got a rough idea of like the layouts of like the wards, and I'm kind of trying to go through each ward like step by step. So I've kind of eventually made my way here, finding out that this is kind of like a big, popular tavern. So I thought, hey, this is probably a good spot to gather information. So my plan originally was to go up to the bar and see if I can gather information there, and obviously I'm coming in at this kind of start of this ruckus, so I'm obviously gonna
so you've
start to notice it. I'm probably gonna ignore it and walk past it to start with, but I'm probably gonna hear this like heated argument about Seymour Dix and wonder about these odd names that people have.
So is the argument taking place on the street, by the way, or are you in the pub?
Oh no, we're in the pub.
Oh, right, sorry,
I'll
change the old map then. One sec.
I thought we were in the pub at this point.
I prefer to be
there we go.
outside, but yeah.
Brausrak is also in the pub. He got kicked out of a pub whose name he forgot in the field ward and got pissed off with weak people telling him around, so he went to a pub where he was told there would be strong people, goes to drink with them.
What's he thinking of the strength of the people in the pub so far?
He thinks they're stronger than the people on the field ward, but he reckons he could have them. And if you excuse me, that's my takeaway to turning up in real life.
I'm going to demand my pencil, my cartographer's pencil back from Berold.
I'm going to give him a prestidigitation version.
Do I have anything I can defend against that? Just my natural perception. or anything like that?
Arcana, perhaps.
Arcana. I'll have a look.
Third of the bottom of skills. Sorry, third from top of
It
skills.
doesn't look right.
That's not my pencil. My pencil's got Bic written on it.
that ancient Faerun company.
Bic is a magical cartographer's. He is one of the great cartography gods. And as you happen to notice that you have handed me a pencil, not a pencil attached to a compass. Can I have it back, please?
I'll slap him on the thigh, give it to him, and say, "You're good sport."
Yes.
Well,
and you are short, sport.
I see an empty table actually at the back of this pub. Would you like to pull and have a little bit of a goosey chat? As I'm actually interested in making more connections in the city, ones that are quite profitable, might be able to lead to some better shoes.
Okay, where's my horse, by the way, or is he still absolutely tiny?
Where's he gone?
Can you just drag yourself in from the right hand side? Go to.
Can I ask
yeah, go for it.
Oh yeah, I'm at the bar at the moment. Like, how far away were they from were they from that conversation? Because I'm wondering how difficult it would have been to me to see/hear all this.
I think they got talking fairly loud because it sounded fairly
well, because I was kind of leaning about focus of the thing, and then it sounds like they started talking down a bit more. We'll go talk somewhere a bit more private. So I'm trying to work out if I can hear what they said, basically, because when they were talking about money, I think my character would be like, "Money? This could be something."
Yeah. So Grafrak and Rogar, you've just been kind of slowly watching proceedings. You've spent a few hours there, really. It's not really. It's kind of peak time, really. Is this? It's it's kind of quieter times. Even for quieter times, though, it's still pretty bloody busy. And you've seen the odd person who has actually been drinking there all day kind of pluck up the courage and jump down into this gaping pit in the centre.
It's 3 legs and leads.
And to the people who are there have all gone, "Way!" and kind of cheered them off. But yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, could I make a request that my character be bigger than a gnome?
There you go.
A little bit bigger.
About
the same size as that blue guy.
There you go.
That's better.
Brilliant.
So I have size issues.
Well, so what's your name then, Mr. Horse?
And I'll say that both Grafrak and Rogar, you've both heard this kind of crazy conversation going on.
Yeah. Okay.
What's your name, Mr. Horse?
My name. What the hell did you call yourself a second ago? I can't remember.
Me, Beryl.
Yeah. Well, my name is ironically Beryl as well.
Seriously?
Yeah. My name is Beryl, and I come from the beautiful band of Bod.
Well, Beryl, have you heard about the Secret Lords?
The Secret Lords? No. Are they a secret?
Well, that might be why you haven't heard about them before.
Although they seem to be very efficient at this, then, don't they?
Pretty poorly kept secret.
I think at this point this is piquing my interest because I don't.
Yeah, this could be some insight.
I'm still kind of staying away at the moment.
Hang on, Mr. Horse. We seem to have an
independent.
eavesdropper, and it's not the big guy holding the rope.
Not the big blue guy.
No, he has a blank expression of disinterest.
He's some sort of golem or something like that. Who's dropping eaves? I can't see anyone really particularly, but I'll take your word for it. You are shorter and more astute than I.
Very small.
I'm just going to rip you for being short.
Am I on the same level as the moment?
Currently, you're hanging from the ceiling.
I'm in
up and
Currently, you're in a beer
at
barrel.
the moment.
There's this.
There?
There's this.
A couple of tables away, maybe.
To be perfectly honest, there's a lot of people in here. I don't think anyone's dropping eaves heavily.
So I'll describe some of the people who are in here, by the way. So the innkeeper himself is called Durnan, Durnan.
Excuse me, Jesus Christ.
And
Durnan.
Yeah, Durnan. And he's a human. And he looks tough as old boots as this fella. And when if any of you have inquired about kind of going into the Undermountain, he said to you, "It's not a good idea."
I feel like I would have been talking to him a little bit to try and
drum up.
So he's not a great conversationalist. He's quite gruff. You get the sense that he's he's seen kind of more people kind of go down there and not come back up than he can even count. Really, he's a fairly gruff character. But
would he be a good representative of Seymour Dix?
He's not, I'm afraid. He's not unfriendly, but he's just not the talkative type, really.
He's one of those barkeepers, like, you have no idea why they got into the hospitality industry.
There's also the person you might have been talking to is the barmaid, though, and her name is Bonnie.
Okay.
Bonnie? Is she Bonnie?
She's relatively friendly, she's kind of typical barmaid.
Well, should we...
Boobs. For tips.
Berold, we seem to be standing in a pub without a drink. Should we get a pint?
Well, do you want to call it your round first? Hang on a minute. I see Seymour Dix over there. Is that big black dragon-looking guy? Quite an unfortunate name.
Are you referring to me there? Are you asking?
Yeah,
or someone else?
That
big
would
black
be you.
dragon guy. Wow. Wow.
This is unexpected to me as a player. So.
Berold the racist.
I'm clearly going to not react in any way, shape, or form.
You did very explicitly describe yourself as a dragonborn, black dragonborn.
Yes.
Anyway,
are you saying that out loud? Is that your character saying that out loud?
No, I was just describing to you where the confusion existed. Anyway, yes, I am saying out loud that I see Seymour Dix over there and point at the black dragony guy.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll see you in a few moments. I go over to the black dragony guy and say, ask him if he is Seymour Dix.
I'll wait here for the beer.
I'm just going to stare at him and go, sorry?
Seymour Dix? Are you here? Are you Seymour Dix? I've been informed that you're Seymour Dix.
I'm going to
have a letter for her.
I'm going to shake my head and go, no, don't know.
I'm going to do an athletics check, and I'm going to hop up wistfully onto the back of the horse, striding aside him, and then I'm going to whisper into his ear, "It's a secret name. You can't admit to it in public."
I am going to
19.
Can I roll acrobatics and hurl the bastard off my back?
Is he trying to jump on your back?
Yeah.
He's jumped onto my fucking back. Can I make a dexterity save to stop him doing that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go for it.
Go on, I'm going to wait to see what happens.
So Hathor takes a single point of damage as he crashes to the floor.
So what do I see in all this?
Acrobatic gnome.
So you've seen some mad stuff, yeah. So you've seen a dwarf try and backflip onto
Gnome.
Oh, it's Centaur's back, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Centaur has just kind of knocked him, reared up onto his hind legs, and just knocked him.
Is the message, however, delivered? The message that it's a secret name. Seymour Dix can't admit to being Seymour Dix in public.
I totally do not trust a word you say at this point. You've just assaulted me.
What's Growfrat thinking of all this nonsense?
Growfrat's looking on in mild amusement, and he thinks the Centaur looks kind of strong.
I'm just kind of.
I kind of feel like slightly weirded out by this.
I'm just kind of sat there looking, not really sure what to make of this, and I just go.
Oh, you dropped out so much then.
Oh, sorry. Testing.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. I just kind of look at it all, and I'm not sure what to make of it, and I'm just like, is this normal for Waterdeep?
To be perfectly honest,
I'm still not sure what to make of this. So.
I reply with, to be perfectly honest, you're in a pub where people are periodically jumping down a hole. What could be weird?
I take a look down at the portal and look back. Like, fair points.
Do you know this gnome?
I shake my head.
And you're not Seymour Dix?
I'm afraid not.
Is Seymour Dix a made-up name?
It's his made-up name.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm not getting paid for this then, am I?
You might as well just
keep hold of the letter.
Just leave it on the table. Someone will deliver it to Seymour Dix eventually.
No, that's against the postman's code.
You've got to get your hand completely and utterly around Seymour Dix.
No, I just have to get his signature. That would be weird.
This is where I interject to both of you, and I go, sorry.
You just,
Sorry.
you just dropped out entirely again there.
Oh God! Hang on.
Are you on the Discord, by the way?
Yes. Yeah, I should do
You
some
seem to-
Discord only.
You seem to have your little speaky thing on Roll20 visible. I don't know if you've turned off audio output and input.
Well, he's not echoing anyway.
No.
Oh, it just might be eating up bandwidth or something.
Yeah, maybe.
So you were apologising. To be fair, I believe you really should apologise.
I believe you're wrong and short.
I was talking to the Dragonborn, but
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought.
Well, the question I was asking before I broke up was who exactly the Seymour Dix fellow is.
I was just asked to deliver a
because I have no idea what's going on at this point, so I'm just genuinely curious. Because you've been arguing about this, so
I roll my eyes in exasperation.
This short ass here has been having me on, probably wanting to be buying him a pint as well.
Well, seeing as you're offering, I'd quite happily drink a bit.
Look, on the condition that you never try and touch me again, never get on my back without me say so.
Without your say-so.
Without my say so. Nobody just rides a horse person. It's really presumptuous.
Groundsback would like to pipe up and interrupt because he didn't watch it. He just shouts across the bar, "Ignore the scrawny little fuck," and then goes back to his drink.
I'm going to cast Disguise Self as a man equal in his stature.
Did it work?
You can't really, you can't really equal his height. You can.
It's complete illusion.
You can only become 1 foot taller. I'm like 6 foot taller than you are.
Can I only become
Yeah, you
1
could
foot
perhaps.
taller?
You could exactly. It'd still be short. You could perhaps kind of stand on a bar stool and kind of like pull your kind of cloak around you a little bit.
I go, ooh.
Yeah,
Yes.
so you stand on a bar stool and kind of pull your kind of cloak around yourself a bit more, so it looks like you've got really long legs but still quite a short torso.
I am powerful inside, young, tall person. What do you even describe yourself as, anyway? You seem to be able to drink quite well.
Rathrak looks at you, raises an eyebrow, spits on the floor, and carries on drinking.
There.
This is exactly why I came to Waterdeep. For people of your calibre. Now, would anybody be interested in earning a little money?
can I just quickly do an insight check because I want to see whether I'm starting to get the feeling that no, and I'm wondering, my character's starting to wonder whether this is some sort of con act going on.
You keep dropping in and out, mate.
Oh god damn it! Hang on.
Roll insight. He wants to know whether or not
Yeah,
it's
roll
all
your
an
insight.
act.
Is that any better?
You haven't dropped out
Can't
yet.
tell when you stop talking.
Yeah, you can't.
True. Hang on.
But yeah, roll your insight and let's have a wee look.
Yeah, I should. Yeah, I'm just gonna because I'm kind of getting my character starting to wonder whether you already.
No, you're still dropping out quite a lot.
Ah,
Yes, it is.
It sounds internety problemy.
maybe. Hang on.
Or speed of processing.
Yeah. Oh. That sounded like a thing. I'm gonna do a shit on your head. that didn't actually happen.
Yeah, I'm not going to make you roll for.
Roll for poopy.
There's my insight.
So yeah, I mean, you're not the kind of street smartest person, especially being kind of out of towner. But you get a sense something fishy's going on.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Does he really? Yes, he does.
Yes, apparently.
Yes.
The fact you just vaulted over a horse, face planted, and then grew a single.
So John, as you trying to pull the robe around yourself, one of the legs of the stool actually falls off, and you're still managing to maintain your balance, but it's very, very wobbly.
I'm going to fix it magically. Hey presto, fixed bar stool.
I've just had a flash of insight.
Well,
hang on.
Once you
I've just had a flash of wonderful insight. This guy is making a complete tit of himself, fairly incompetently, and is insisting basically that we give him attention and money. He's a fucking bard.
I'm going to stand on the table and I'm going to play the bagpipes. Badly.
That is an act of war. Roll insight.
As you're doing that, there's another bard who you've noticed kind of 3 tables over, who looks at you kind of really annoyed.
I'm going to walk up to him. I'm going to ask him his name.
But you've
Hello,
stopped
sir.
playing the bagpipes, right?
Yes, I have to. Actually, I should have rolled performance because.
So he
I
kind of
do
looks
so.
around because you are kind of interrupting his performance, but
I-
after a while, because he knows it's a
I actually
he
rolled
knows it's a
critical
quiet
failure.
time,
It's a
and
critical
he just sighs and he goes, "My name's Matrim. They call me Free Strings."
Matrim, free strings. It's interesting that your name is Free Strings, whilst you actually have 3 strings on your lute. It looks a bit broken. Would you like me to fix it for you?
No, that's part of my my thing. Yeah.
I'm going to fix it anyway. There you go, Matrim, free strings. Now your strings are really free.
He goes,
Have you heard of me, by the way?
We just did.
he goes, I have now, yes.
Yes. You heard my name then, surely.
I have indeed.
And you
Weren't you in the poker tournament some years ago?
well, I
At the
might.
Crossroads.
I might have helped somebody else out with their poker face. You see, I cast my face over their face whilst they're playing, so nobody can read the expressions, because I don't know what's on the cards. I just stand there pulling faces all the time. And that worked quite well. So you did technically meet me, but you didn't meet me. You met somebody that looked a lot like me. Anyway.
Oh, this all sounds very, very confusing.
Yes, well, how much money did he actually lose to you?
I wasn't playing. I was performing there.
Oh, well, I like a fellow performer. Have you ever heard any gnome fugues in your life? Would you like me to teach you a gnome fugue?
I'm going
He goes,
to.
and he's kind of looking around because, like I said, even though it's not a kind of quiet time, his performance is still being. Even though it's quiet time, his performance is still being interrupted. And he goes, perhaps we could talk later.
I think I've got a better idea. You play your
Just
3
then-
strings, and I'm going to normal.
Just then, you all roll perception.
Go on then.
Oh shit.
22 and a 20. That was a fucking good roll.
So, Dave and Mike, you don't know where this noise comes from. John and Andy, you hear it's very clearly, kind of down the kind of bottom floor of the bar, and you hear loads of smashing, like someone's kind of overturned a table and kind of smashed a chair, and you hear, "You pig! Like killing me mates, does ya?" And then, John, Hathor sees, just when he kind of peeks over the banisters a little bit, he sees a 7-foot-tall half-orc just being smashed over the head with a chair.
I'm going to serenade him. Six.
And it's from a male human, and their head is covered with eye-shaped tattoos.
Male human, you say?
Yeah, 4 other humans are standing behind him, ready to jump into the fray.
I'm going to do a singing commentary on what's happening. No, he's been smashed in the face again. A tankard has been dented. Could that ever be fixed by anyone but a gnome?
Over the balcony.
The half-orc's going to crack her knuckles, and she's going to roar, and she's going to leap at him. And then you see a kind of crowd of spectators gather around, so you kind of lost sight of them. So what?
Roughly, where are they on this map?
So they're actually downstairs at the bar.
And
So
I think
the John
Might go to the bar,
Hathor's going to be singing a kind of ongoing song.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I pay attention to where he's aiming his singing? Right, I didn't.
Well, I'm literally
Yeah,
just
so now
leaning
that the crowd's joined in, you can clearly tell that it's kind of on the lower floor. Although you can't see what's going on now, really. You just see that a crowd is around. Tom's
So
going to join in.
Is this happening somewhere around here? Oh, how the fuck do I ping?
I don't know. Who the fuck's Tom?
So we'll say it's happening around there.
Okay.
Who's
Very
Tom?
free I called him Tom because that's the Lord of Rings guy.
Tom Bombadil.
But yeah,
Ah.
there is one called like Tom Three Strings, I'm sure. Or Tom Seven Strings, is it? In on a Song of Ice and Fire, I'm thinking of. Yeah. Yeah. So
Well, I've got a
This
fairly
sort
good
of
view.
entertainment is far more to Grathrak's taste, so he's going up to the balcony to watch the fight.
Yeah, I'm going to sort of peer over the balcony, but it's quite short compared to me, so I'll be a bit careful.
Yeah, you could just accidentally fall over that, couldn't you?
Yeah, I'm being
And
quite
into
careful.
the big pit. Sir, big horse centaur, might I suggest we go downstairs where you're not going to fall into the depths of hell?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea, to be perfectly
Let's
honest.
go down these stairs to the right-hand side so we can get a better view of what's going on in this kerfuffle. And I'm going to
Can we not go to the left so I can get a pint and watch the fight there?
You go
Yeah,
get a pint. I'm going to stand on the table.
I'm going to go...
So you've got to kind of jostle your way through. So give me a strength check.
okay.
Trying to actively
A saving throw or an active
check.
check? Okay. Yeah, I'm not very good at that.
So someone actually like knocks your hooves out from under you,
Ah,
You go arse over tit downstairs.
and you go an arse over tit.
over
And
the
someone
balcony.
someone else kind of helps you up. Down the stairs, you're just gonna fall over. Someone's.
Can I not make a dexterity save for that rather than...
Nah.
Yeah, go on then.
Because, yeah, well, while I'm not very strong, I'm pretty fucking agile for a horse.
Yeah, so you start falling down the stairs, but then you kind of recover it on your full legs and saunter there.
Yeah.
No one's noticed. No one's noticed the foolishness of it.
I am going to loudly shout bravo and do a round of applause.
I take a small bow and then put up my middle finger to the gnome.
In
So
the-
this fight that you're watching, it's terribly one-sided. This half orc is just absolutely making mincemeat of them.
Go on,
So she's
darling.
going to turn. So she's got one. She's got one in one of her hands, and another one kind of tries to smash another chair over her back, and she just immediately grabs them in her other hand and just smashes their heads together.
Nice.
Go on, darling. Smash them in the face. Smash both their heads together. Go.
And the one who kind of
That's
started,
not
the one who started the fight is bloodied to all pieces, and he's kind of backing off now.
Okay. Is everyone paying attention to the fight made room to get to the bar, and is the bar servant still staying at the bar?
Yeah, so that you can get to the bar, and you
Alright.
overhear a lot of them going Yagra, Yagra, Yagra.
So
I'm
Yagra's the half orc, then I imagine. Yagra.
Yes.
Yeah,
you
it sounds
mentioned-
half orcish. I start muttering Yagra to myself. A sort of, what's the word? I'm there doing what the same everybody fitting in sort of kind but not in spirit. I'm just going
And then,
Yagra. 2 pints, please, to the bar. Whoever is still serving at the bar, if anyone.
Yeah, so Durnan's still there, and he just goes, "Ugh." And he just clearly doesn't care about the fight, and he just passes you some beer.
Lovely. How much is that?
It's only like a couple of copper.
I'm going to run
cheap
up
stuff.
like Stewie from Family Guy and to take the beer off the table.
I think you might need to do some sort of athletics check for that.
Fair enough. I will do acrobatics.
And you see Yagra go up to the guy who kind of started it, and she just like punches him out cold.
Oof.
But then, and everyone's going Yagra. But somehow, two of the ones that stood in the back, as it were, go up to with again 2 more chairs and smack her over the head, and this time it knocks her out.
Oh.
And everyone
This
goes,
is
"Ah!"
annoying Grathrak a lot because the strong person is being cheated of their victory, so he's going to go. He's going to try and make his way downstairs and have a physical word with the 2 who just smacked her in the back of the head.
Yeah, so you can go up and, in fact, as you roll initiative.
Everyone or just him?
Just him.
We have an Amy.
Yeah.
You do technically, I'm just pressing buttons, just...
Hello.
That's a very low initiative.
Keep going.
Yes, that's pretty shit for initiative.
Well, you are drunk.
Yes.
Oh god.
So yes, I was quite clearly approaching with the intention of smacking their heads.
Yeah, so they're going to go first, and let's have a look.
I'm going to do a singing commentary of it.
By the way, they're already damaged, these guys, so you should be alright.
I assume I'm over here somewhere, having come down those stairs.
Yeah, move yourself, man.
There I am. Oh yeah, I've got to let go of the button, haven't I?
No, where the hell do I get the attributes? Grr.
Amy, are you here to join us properly? Or are you...
Well, as it's a bar fight, this is just going to be a normal strength roll.
Well,
So they have 0 to that, and it's going to be 1 damage if it hits you, so... So, they will actually both hit you, I think, the 18 and the 19.
Oof.
So you're going to take 2 points of damage.
Ooh.
What are you going to do to him back?
I'm going to take the closest one and punch him in the face, making a non-lethal unarmed attack.
Yep, so give us just a normal strength check. Ooh, let's have a look.
Ooh.
Is that going to hit? I'll say it does just because they're already a bit scuffed up. So yeah, you knock one of them out cold.
Bravo! More violence!
But as you do that, Dernan finally just gets fed up and he just goes, slams his fist down on the bar in front of him and he goes, "Out!"
All of us?
And,
or just the ones that were fighting?
Just these two!
Cool.
And he points at the one that you just knocked out, and then the other guy, and the other guy just kind of quickly drags off his mate out of the pub, and all the crowd go, "Ah, boo!"
The beer that I stole off of Dave, or he sort of bought, I'm going to give it to whatever the fuck Andy's character stole.
I would draw attention to your 6 acrobatics roll. I don't think you steal.
Well, in that case, and I think this man deserves a beer. Who here has a spare beer? Mr. Horseman, there's a spare beer.
Well, that beer that you just tried to steal off me, which I bought for you, he can have now.
And then some people kind of go up to Yagra. Some people go up to Yagra and kind of patch her up a bit, and she shakes her head and she goes, "Ah, got me in the back."
Ah, bastards, aren't they?
I hope you're okay. That looked painful.
And she kind
We
of
did everything we could to help.
She shrugs it off, and at that she kind of like eyes you a bit suspiciously. But then she sees that Grafrak has actually stepped in, and she just kind of grunts. And she goes, "Who are you anyway?"
He just kind of goes, grunts, says, "Pay attention next time," and walks off to get a pint.
Love is in the air.
And she kind of nods at you fairly. She's impressed by your forthrightness. Yeah.
I look at the gnome and make a suggestive wink.
Everywhere. Well, I'm already singing about it, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, love is in
And
the
then
air.
just kind of then. So like a lot of the crowd are starting to dissipate, but then all of a sudden you see some of the crowd behind you just screaming in terror.
I run forward for a better view.
It turns into a bit of a mass rout with people kind of actually trying to leave the pub, and you see a giant monster come out of the pit in the centre with warty green skin. It's got a tangled nest of wiry black hair, a long carrot-shaped nose and bloodshot eyes. As it bares its yellow teeth and howls, you can see that a half-dozen bat-like creatures are attached to its body, and 3 more circling about it like flies.
So bravely run away.
And sit up on the bar.
So everyone in the tavern really is reacting in fear, apart from Dernan, who just simply shouts, "Troll!"
I will lead the charge. I am going to play the bagpipes and inspire everyone with heroism.
We all are inspired to hit you.
So let me get this ready.
How do I actually cast bardic inspiration?
It's a bonus action. You can do it anytime on your turn. Oh, Hathor, you're somehow already on the map. One sec, I'll add your I'll add your translucent one there. So decide. I'll just let you decide where you are in this fight, because obviously some of you might not have actually wanted to get in there, as it were.
I insist on being bigger than the gnome.
Can we get the pit? Can we get the pit on the map?
Thank you.
Yes, I shall very badly draw a pit.
Because if I get your initiative, this ends fast.
Good point.
That is the pit.
Okay.
Right, my bardic
Let me just read what else he's got.
my bardic inspiration is cast upon the big guy that just did the
God.
beatings.
Are we
And it
surely
also
not
brings
needing
these
to
bat-like creatures are strange.
Oh, well, we're not going to
So,
have to roll initiative first, I imagine, before you can start casting shit.
Yeah, so once it's actually in the tap room, it rears up to its full 9 feet in size. Only 3 of the... So these kind of strange little fly creatures, 6 are actually attached to the troll, only 3 are kind of round in the air. So let me add those on.
So the bar is where our dragonborn.
I've lost everyone. Are we all still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
What was the Dragonborn actually doing? Mike. Has Mike just given up on talking?
Mike, are you still there?
You still there?
Is he on Discord? You're still on Discord.
Amy, you there as well. We can add you in.
I think I'm right. I think my mic
there.
die on me for some reason. I've
Yeah,
got it.
Mike.
There we go. Got it here. Right. Yeah, I was still upstairs.
Thanks, baby.
Sorry, I'm definitely there. Just
It's at this point that
things.
a cow kind of rolls out of a barrel of meat.
Oh, fuck. That works. Fine.
Right in the middle of a fight. So,
Awesome. Good times. So I was trying to get the graphic together and everything, but apparently not.
The troll charges and we shout, "Move!" at the cow.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find. There is.
Oh.
How do I actually add it in? Let me just have a wee look.
yeah, I pretty much had no involvement in that until this massive troll came out the portal, and then that's kind of when I instinctively
Suddenly,
grabbed my
trolls.
Suddenly see more.
There he is. So you see
a troll.
the barman. The barman's just grabbed this gigantic greatsword from behind the bar, and he's just run straight up to the
Saw
troll.
that earlier.
And he starts just engaging. But he just looks around and sees that everyone else has run off, apart from you lot, who at the moment are just kind of milling around a bit. But he says, "Get some fire or acid, fire or acid."
We're waiting to roll initiative, to be fair.
And then roll initiative.
Where's my
No.
bloody mouse?
Ooh, how do I do the turn tracker? 1 sec. This is a much easier way of doing it.
And it just does it automatically.
Oh no, hang on. You need to select
turn tracker.
How the fuck do you do it? I think you have to click on your
So
character
you click
and
on
then
your
roll
token.
initiative?
Yeah, 1 sec.
So
There we go. Turn tracker.
Hey! It keeps my roll as well.
Yeah, so we need ones. The Sturges need to do theirs. I'll just do 1 roll for the Sturges. Ooh, they're going first. Yeah, we've got Growfart, Grogar, Bethlehem, Hathor. Oh yeah, Amy. So if you click on the cow on the map,
Let's do that. Hello.
and then kind of 3 like traffic lighty things will appear above it.
Cheers.
And then if you go to your actual character sheet, so in the journal,
Yep.
there is like a thingamabob you can set up for this macro, but until then, if you go to character sheet and then just click on core and then initiative, just above your current hip. And that should do it.
Initiative.
Middle column, next to armor class, the one that looks like a shield.
Thanks.
If you click on
Yeah.
where it says initiative, you'll do a roll. 10.
Yeah, it's added you on. There we go.
Swing. Okay, sorry, I'm slowing everything down.
Oh,
No,
stop.
don't worry about it. So, yeah, so these Sturges, so one's going to attack Durnan, one's going to go for the horse,
Fuck off.
one's going to go for the Dragonborn.
Okay.
Yeah,
So let me find the actual character sheet.
Right, are we doing 5 foot per square? Because I don't think we were 15, 25 feet away. That was a question.
That sounds pretty reasonable. A lodge bar.
Yeah, get within where you want it to be, basically.
Yo.
Okay,
Assuming I'm
well, I'll
kind
be
of, like,
about there.
20
We were
feet
stood
from
next together.
everybody, so at this point.
I was
Yeah.
walking up to you guys to get a beer. So.
Move Amy in a little bit further. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, cheers.
You were in a barrel of meat.
Because I was planning to run down the stairs to start with.
So,
Surprisingly, the sturgeon didn't go for Amy, considering how delicious you must smell right now.
Covered in meat.
so the first Sturge is going to completely miss Bethlehem.
Hey.
The second Sturge, that's so does it get a 16 versus your armor class, Rogar?
Mine's 19.
Yeah, so your armor's so tough that this little creature kind of extends its, and I don't know how to pronounce this. It's proboscis or whatever the hell it is. You know, it's little proboscis,
You don't need
and it's
to
just going to
speak.
ping off your armor.
Yeah, I'm not really intimidated. I'm just like,
Yeah, and you just kind of, and it looks
19 armor
weak as
level.
hell.
yeah.
I'm
One of
not-
them's going to attach itself to Durnan, and that is the Sturges. So that is Hathor next up.
I'm going to play the bagpipes as a bonus action, and I'm going to inspire the barman and the big guy with the fire coming out of his hand. Still don't know your name. Andy. And
You can only do it on one character, so you can do it on Durnan or Grafron.
yeah, you can use this feature a number of times equal to your charisma modifier, which is +2.
Per day, though. I
Oh, is
think.
it per day? You didn't say that.
Yeah, so it'll be you've got like I don't know, it's something
Right.
like 3 uses of it, and you can do like one per turn as it
You
were.
regain any expended uses when you finish a long rest. Then fair enough. That does sound like per day.
Yeah, so
all right.
choose out a Durnan or Grafrock.
The barman.
The barman.
I'm going to
the barman.
inspire him with my magnificent bagpipes. I don't actually have to do a roll because I'm not concentrating.
No.
Because I'm not in combat.
And you see him go like, "Oh, I like this tune."
Yes, and then I'm going to rapier.
Liar.
He can't hear very well.
Years of bar work.
Ooh, the bandit shouldn't be on it. I'll delete them. There we go. Though.
All right, now
Yeah, carry on.
I'm going to rapier that whatever the fuck it is in the face. The thing that's
That
attacking the
Sturge
horse.
thing that's gone for Bethlehem, yeah.
Yes, is that your name, Dave? Bethlehem.
It's Bethlehem.
Bethlehem.
Oh, Bethlehem.
Seshlehem. Rapier it in the face.
He
Crit!
raped
Oh!
Fucking hell. That
Yeah,
was
so
a hell of a raping.
you stab your rapier straight through its proboscis and then out its arse the other side.
Oh.
I'm going to swish it to the floor as
Yeah, just-
dramatically as possible.
Yeah, it just splats uselessly into the floor.
I'm rather surprised at this combat. My character's quite surprised by this gnome's combat ability.
Yeah, it's a deadly
From
rapier.
the gnome that recently jumped over a horse and face planted
Yeah.
and failed to steal a cup of...
This
Hey.
character I've been very suspicious of for a while.
I landed on you, Dave. You just reared up and knocked me off. I didn't miss.
Yeah. You still face planted.
Rogar, you're up.
Can you go first, by any chance? It's your character. Because we've both got the same initiative, haven't we? So.
You can defer. You can defer anyway if you like.
It's the person with the
Ooh, yeah.
highest dex, so that would actually be Durnan, I believe.
Okay.
So, yep, he's gonna go. And he...
Has he already
Wow,
shouted
he's-
we need fire or acid at this point?
Yes.
Yeah, he's already said, get fire and acid, and he goes like, they heal if you don't do it, they heal if you don't attack them with fire.
Right, okay. That's fine, yeah, you can still go. Sorry.
Holy shit.
Do I not need to come down the stairs now?
So, he does 4 attacks with his greatsword.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, he's hard.
He's a big fighter, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a very high level fighter.
He is also being bardically inspired as well.
Yep, which he's going to use on his first attack.
Wait, decide to use it if he rolls like 4 crits, then he doesn't have to use it.
Yeah, he's going to use it on the 15 node that he got on his first attack, so that is now going to be a hit. So he just slashes this troll, half to pieces. In fact, he slashes it so hard. Let me just check. 10, 15.
That's a massive slash.
Ooh, it's not quite dead, but he's literally just like turned it half to mincemeat. So, Rogar, you're up, and you see this troll, and it's kind of one eye's it on the floor, and it's just kind of blinking uselessly at you.
How high up is the kind of banister from the pit?
It's good 15 feet or so, 10 feet or so, 10, 15 feet.
Is it high enough that I'd be able to get my acid breath from where I'm stood, just to be able to just breathe my acid breath straight down onto him?
Yeah, that sounds...
yeah. What's the range on your breath attack?
I think it's a 15. It's either 15 foot or 15 meters. It's a straight line, so.
I'll say yes. You'll incur attack of opportunity from the Sturge if you move, though.
Okay. Well, I was going to try. I think I was going to try and swat that one out of the way first, because I'm not really too fussed. Or I'm just going to try and use strength to swat that out of the way. I'm not really too bothered about that.
After you saw how the gnome dealt with it.
Fine.
Yeah, so you just in fact these things are so weak that I'm just going to say that you kind of punch it to death against the banister. So
knocks it against the wall, and then I'm just going to aim, because it's a bonus action, so I can do this as well. So I'm just going to take aim and charge, spew acid death on it. I can't quite remember what the roll is for it, because I think you have to make a saving throw on it, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, just click it on your character sheet and it'll say what it does, and then I can...
It's 2d6 and save for half.
Where is it? Where are my skills at the moment?
You have spells or skills?
Skills.
You might not have... It might not have finished off the character properly. Because you're missing a bond and stuff.
Because I got the second wind.
Yeah, what is it? It'll be Constitution, probably.
I'm fairly sure it's Constitution.
DC for this attack is 8 plus Constitution plus Proficiency.
Right. So, let's get a troll. So, your DC will be... like 14 or something I've got to save, I think. So, let's just do...
8 plus... What was it? 8 plus Constitution?
Plus Proficiency.
Plus Proficiency. That's my saving throw.
Does it do half on a failed save or anything?
On a save, yeah. On a saved one, it's still half.
Alright. So, fortunately, I still can't click the character sheet, which is annoying. So I'm just going to roll a 20. And it's unfortunately, trolls are pretty tough. So it is going to save, but it does take half of whatever this is.
So I'm just going to stand there and just go...
So it takes half a down, 4 damage.
Do we always roll down?
So Dunham goes, "Oh, nice one indeed."
Is it dead?
I just gruff in appreciation, just like.
And it is Sidrus, who has rolled out of a barrel.
Fantastic. Okay, here I am.
Hit him with a spoon.
So,
No,
Finish it off.
you'd think that's a fantastic idea, but unfortunately, yeah, some twats tried to send me to a slaughterhouse in a barrel. So I had been considering, I'd been going through my stuff, like, oh, really? The man said fire. Maybe I should do something with the tinderbox. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to try goring it with the horns. Can I do that?
Yes.
I had a lot of good ideas, but I'm just going to run at it pointy end first.
So yeah, that is
It's just the first thing your character sees, yeah.
That is exactly far enough away. So yeah, you run straight at this troll.
Let's do that.
Ah!
And if
How does that go?
So you've seen this cow kind of fall out of a barrel of meat and then just immediately charge a troll and gore it.
I'm kind of.
this cow.
I feel like I'm still in the middle of my acid breath attack, and then as soon as I see this, cow suddenly run up. I'm like, what? I suddenly stop mid breath. I'm like, whoa.
So, wow, and it could knock it prone. So, you do 1d8 damage. So you see on the left, there's all these kind of like there's the arrow, and then there's the box and all that stuff.
Yep, there's that dice thing.
Yeah, and then just do 1d8 there.
Hang on.
Oh wait, yeah, I think you'll need to roll for it. So do a d20 and then do that.
Oops.
So it'll probably
D20.
be strength. Yep.
And then do that again.
Yep. Oh no, sorry, you've done it. So yeah.
Excessive rolling. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I think in your rage at being kind of locked up in this barrel full of meat, unfortunately you missed the troll, and one of your horns gets kind of embedded in one of the kind of wooden beams. But Durnan goes, "Nice try though, I like it."
Good. Right.
No, you can remove your horn. You kind of remove your horn from the beam, so you're next to the troll to hit it next time.
Hooray! But I'm also next to the troll.
Right, Bethlehem, you're up.
All right, is that thing in front of me dead? That the gnome just raped.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, sorry, that is dead. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a troll left and a thing. All right, well I am being my usual cowardly self, and I'm just going to fire a longbow. Twang.
That does hit. So you hit the troll in the back with an arrow thunk into its spine.
Is that 150 or 600 your ammo?
No, 150 is is standard. 600 is long range, but I then do it with disadvantage.
You know what isn't on the initiative tracker? The troll. That might have helped.
Yeah, I was wondering where the troll was.
So he's added on now. So I'll go next. I'll say that actually rolled a 7.
Yeah, it was very slow.
Yeah. So let me just do this.
He's knackered from climbing a rope out of hell.
Yeah.
So the troll is going to. It's looking very weak now. It's kind of hanging on by its arse. Is this thing, and it's gonna rear up at Durnan, and it's gonna try and bite him, and then it's gonna try and attack with its claws.
Just back in a sec, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to hit with one of its claws for 2d6 plus 4. So Dun takes 12 damage, and then it is Growthrock, and yeah, this thing's looking on its last legs.
Are there any torches or other fires within 5 foot?
Yeah, so there's sconces and things up around the pub, keeping it lit, and there's candles on all the tables.
So, in this case,
as long as you've got a free hand, I'll say that you can chuck one at it.
Okay. Well, the main idea is I'm. Oh wait, I'm using produce flame. I thought I had control flame. Oh well, okay, I'm using produce flame.
Oh well.
Oh, I don't mind if there's anything there.
Yep. So, do you want to set light to? Yeah, control. So you're going to run up to it and just do that, are you?
What damage does fire do?
Yeah, it's touch range.
It's produced flame.
And it does. Yeah, it's produced flame. It's touch range and 1d8. Oh no, it's 30-foot range.
Oh right, okay.
I'm still going to walk up to it and try and punch it in the face with a.
Nice. So let's just have a look. Sorry. Produce flame. One action. It's hand. So flame appears in your hand. Yep, and 1d8. So make a ranged spell attack. So that should be on your core. Yeah. So if you see on your core sheet, it's got that produce flame plus 4.
Yes.
Oh, it didn't roll the damage, did it?
No.
I know how to fix that, but for 1 sec. Try it again. You can keep your 23 roll though, so yeah, that will hit. There you go. So you do 7 damage to this troll, and in fact, that is enough that the kind of last remnants of its flesh So you set it on. You go right up to it, and you actually cast that, and also try and punch it. And its flesh just kind of like just melts off it, and it just oozes back down even into the pit. And the 6 little kind of bug things that were on it, and the one that was attacking Durnan, they all kind of flee down into the pit as well. So yep, well done indeed.
Hurrah! Everybody, let's cheers for the barman.
I'm breathing quite heavily at this point, so.
And Durnan goes, "Oh, thanks for that. It was well handled there, yeah."
Yes, we make a magnificent team, don't we, sir?
I think at this point I'm going to run down and join everybody else, so rather than being upstairs still, so. Because I'm like, what was that about?
Yes, it happens from time to time. Don't worry about it.
And I'm just rather wondering, because I've never met the cow. Could the cow please say hello? What's your name?
Oh. Hi, I'm Sidrus. That's pretty much it, really.
Yeah, I don't mean to be rude. I can't tell. You're a boy cow, right? Have you met the boy horse next to me? There is romance, I feel.
Hello.
My initial doubts about this gnome is turned.
Just even more frightened and confused than that time when I asked for a cookery job and they just basically slammed me on the back of my huge cow head. Tried to send me off to the slaughter district.
Well, this
standing my hairy arse.
But there's cowards hearing this and walk back to the bar.
Hello.
Was that a pun? Cowards.
Well, this fine horse creature's looking for Seymour Dix. Do you know anything about Seymour Dix?
I kick.
Durnan just rolls his eyes and walks back to the bar.
The horse suddenly starts paying attention again after being completely distracted for about 5 minutes. For completely unrelated reasons. Hey, what happened? Sorry, what did I miss?
The fight just ended, so you're just kind of back chilling out about. People come back from outside, and some of them kind of cheer you and offer to buy you drinks and stuff.
I will accept all of the drinks.
All drinks offered, regardless of how many are already in front of me.
Okay, good.
The troll literally just melted back into the pit. So the poor, some of the poor kind of serving staff and kind of waiters and waitresses kind of go around sweeping all of this awful crap up.
It is my arrow.
Doesn't smell too great, to be honest. Your arrow is retrievable, but you may not want to retrieve it.
I'm going to retrieve it.
It's in a pool of gore.
I'm going to retrieve it and keep it in a separate little baggie.
Is it slightly covered in acid at all?
Yes. So you may need to kind of sharpen up the point in it.
No, I'm just going to let it fester. It's always useful to have a festering arrow.
I'm just going to go get a drink, but yeah.
Yeah. So I now have
yourself for a little bit.
I now have 39 normal arrows and a festering arrow.
Are we really cracking out?
Good.
This is wee and drink time.
Okay, well, the cow continues to be just confused and dishevelled, but would quite like a drink if anyone's offering.
I will offer the cow a drink. I will take the drink back off the gnome.
I believe various pub denizens buying the drink.
Fantastic. Take drinks off the gnome. The gnome is confusing and far too much for...
I will gladly join you in this endeavour.
Yeah. Well, that was fun.
Anyone need healing? I can do that, I think.
No,
it's okay. At the moment.
So I try and talk to the ogre. Dan buggered off. We probably need some sort of DM to do these things.
Gameplay-wise, we've not really done that much at the moment. We've pretty much just kind of sticked around in the bar for a bit at the moment. So
that's alright.
We've had no context of the actual kind of setting at the moment, so we're all still getting to know each other at this point.
You've got the best backstory so far, Amy.
Yeah.
You've literally just rolled out of a barrel. You rolled out the barrel. Let's have a barrel of fun.
So Grouthrack turns to the cow person and says, "These people who betrayed you and put you with the meat, were they weak?"
Difficult to say. Many of them were, a foot shorter than me, and they didn't have hooves, which, I don't know. That sucks.
Pathetic, they should know that place.
That sounds like an ordeal, and you seem very angry. It'll turn out for the best.
I don't know.
I mean,
Some
meat.
shit about nature.
What kind of meat were you surrounded with?
Didn't want to waste my druid powers guessing.
Fair enough.
Relatively fresh.
That's all right. No animal to think of, but it was at least fresh. It could have been worse.
So were you constantly casting Purify Food when you were in that barrel? Sorry, that's me asking, not Growthrack.
No, I like that backstory.
It works. It's a thing that I can do.
Desperately purifying your meat coffin.
Yep.
Oh God.